Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a special calling, as if life is preparing them for something great? Many believe that being a chosen one is a matter of destiny. But is that really the case? At times, this journey seems like a burden, full of challenges and mysteries. At other times, it seems to be a blessing, an opportunity to evolve and touch the lives of others. And then the question arises, is this path reserved for the few, or does each of us possess this capacity, waiting for an awakening? Often, the journey of a chosen one doesn't begin with a great event, but with a series of small experiences that seem disconnected, unexpected encounters, revealing dreams, intuitions that can't be ignored. It's as if the universe were silently pulling the thread of destiny to bring a person closer to themselves. This call doesn't have to be a supernatural event. It can arise in the silence of a reflection, in the touch of a song that awakens memories, or even in the inexplicable feeling that something inside you needs to change. It is these small perceptions that gradually shape the path of those who are ready for transformation. What many people don't realize is that answering this call requires more than will. It requires a deep level of commitment. There comes a point in the journey where the chosen one feels they need to make a clear and conscious choice. Either they embrace this mission, allowing it to transform who they are, or they hide from it, trying to avoid the responsibility and weight it brings. This commitment is what separates those who truly choose to walk through the unknown, through evolution, from those who prefer to stay in their comfort zone. The truth is that, at this moment of decision, there is no turning back. Embracing the call requires courage, acceptance, and a love for oneself and the world that transcends appearances. But it's important to know that there are no judgments along the way. Each soul has the right to decide the right moment to awaken. Not everyone is ready for the depth that this choice requires, and that's okay. After all, being chosen is first and foremost a process of self-knowledge and self-transformation. This doesn't mean that others are less valuable or less important. On the contrary, each one contributes in a unique way to the balance of the collective energy. The point is that those who feel the call have a greater sensitivity to picking up on what needs to be transformed, both within and around them. And when you finally decide to walk this path, everything starts to make sense in a different way. What was once a challenge now seems like a necessary step. What was once an obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth. And so, this journey becomes a dance between choice and purpose, where each step reveals a new perspective, leading to the next sign that the universe puts in your path. On the spiritual journey, there are times when it seems that the universe speaks directly to us, either in subtle ways or through events that make us question everything. But how do we know if these signs are really a call to something greater? For many people, awakening begins with a sense of disconnection from the ordinary world, as if daily activities and trivial conversations were no longer enough. It's a restlessness that's hard to explain, a feeling that something deeper is waiting. This is one of the first signs, a constant need to seek answers, a silent call to understand what lies beyond the surface. Another common sign among those on this journey is the appearance of synchronicities. These significant coincidences are not mere chance. They seem to organize life's experiences in such a way as to show that there is a greater purpose at work. Think of when you think of someone and they send you a message, or when you find a book with the answers you were looking for without even knowing it existed. These events reveal that everything is interconnected and that perhaps you are being guided. It's as if reality itself is conspiring to put you on the path you need to follow. In addition, the chosen one often develops a keener intuition. You know that "I knew it" feeling, with no logical explanation? Intuition becomes an internal beacon, guiding decisions and avoiding pitfalls. For those who really open up to this sensitivity, the answers come as insights or even as forebodings that seem impossible to ignore. These internal signals are the way the Spirit communicates to us, as a reminder that even in moments of uncertainty, there is always an internal compass pointing to the next step. The key is to learn to trust this inner voice and allow it to guide lightly, even if the outside world seems chaotic. Sometimes the call also comes in the form of intense emotional challenges, where life seems to test the limits. These experiences, pain, loss, or deep frustration, are actually invitations to transformation. They teach the chosen one that they are capable of surviving storms and becoming stronger. Those who respond to this call realize that each challenge carries a hidden lesson, and that by overcoming it, a new version of themselves is revealed, stronger and more aware. These are opportunities to release old patterns, purify the heart, and make room for a new frequency of existence. These signs, the restlessness, the synchronicities, the heightened intuition, and the emotional challenges, intensify, and little by little, the chosen one begins to recognize that none of this is accidental. They realize that there is a greater orientation, something that, even if they don't fully understand it, makes sense in a subtle and profound way. And it is this connection with the invisible that opens the door to the next phase of the journey, where challenges cease to be obstacles and become portals for spiritual growth. Being chosen doesn't mean an easy life. In fact, it's almost the opposite. For those who feel the call, challenges appear with a frequency and intensity that often seem unfair. What many don't realize, however, is that these obstacles are part of the process. Each challenge that arises is not a punishment, but an opportunity for profound growth. Life puts the chosen one to the test, asking them to explore their own strength and discover their potential, as if each obstacle were a door opening to a more complete and wiser version of oneself. To understand this better, imagine the process a seed goes through before becoming a strong tree. It needs to break out of its shell, face the darkness of the soil, and seek the light. So too is the journey of the chosen one. Obstacles come to break down old beliefs, loosen ties, and reveal a more authentic purpose. It's as if the universe in its wisdom is shaping the chosen one, preparing them for a greater mission. Challenging situations, however tough they may seem, are the hidden teachers that teach patience, resilience, and compassion. Another important aspect is that challenges allow the chosen one to experience intense emotions, often difficult, but necessary for the development of their empathy. Those who go through pain are able to better understand the pain of others. This deep understanding of human experiences creates a powerful connection with the world and helps the chosen one to become a channel for healing and understanding. This kind of experience is essential for those who have a spiritual mission, because in order to help others, you first need to know yourself in all layers, both in the lights and in the shadows. These challenges also strengthen the chosen one's confidence in their own intuition and spiritual guidance. When the world seems to be in disarray and the path ahead is uncertain, the chosen ones are led to rely less on external certainties and more on inner wisdom. This kind of trust is built up little by little, with every step the chosen one takes, even if they don't have all the answers. This is the point at which doubt turns into faith and fear into courage. The journey becomes a process of surrender, of realizing that by resisting less, the natural flow of life reveals itself. And so the chosen one begins to understand that these challenges are not a threat, but a gateway to a fuller life. As they overcome each obstacle, they feel increasingly prepared for the mission awaiting them. The confidence, compassion, and resilience he develops along the way help him to recognize that, however challenging the road, each step brings him closer to his true purpose and prepares him to become an instrument of transformation. After facing so many challenges and understanding the meaning behind them, the chosen ones are faced with a profound truth: the need for a higher connection, an alignment with the divine that transcends everyday experiences. For those who have felt the call, raising one's personal frequency is not just a practice. It is an essential step towards tuning in to one's purpose and living in harmony with one's essence. But what does this raising the frequency actually mean? By raising the frequency, the chosen one begins to vibrate in a state of peace, compassion, and gratitude. These states don't come out of nowhere, but are cultivated in small daily gestures, in moments of silence, in reflections on one's own journey. It's necessary to silence distractions, quieten the mind, and allow the inner voice to become clearer. And one of the most powerful practices for this is meditation, where the chosen one learns to listen to himself, to understand what his soul is asking for, and thus to strengthen this connection with the divine. By raising their vibration, the chosen one also makes room for higher thoughts and emotions, such as unconditional love and acceptance. This is not a simple change of positive thinking, but a real energetic transformation, which allows the chosen one to break out of limiting patterns and embrace a greater vision. Maintaining a high frequency means protecting yourself from negative external energies and staying true to your purpose, even in the face of criticism or situations that try to divert you. This higher state of consciousness makes the chosen one realize that their energy influences the environment around them, transforming the world around them. The practice of gratitude is also one of the pillars for maintaining this vibrational uplift. By being grateful for small and big things, the chosen one begins to see life from a different perspective, perceiving beauty and learning in everything. Gratitude opens the heart, undoes resentments, and puts us in a state of alignment with what is highest in the universe. In this state, the purpose of life becomes clearer, because the chosen one stops looking outside for what they actually already carry within themselves. They realize that their true mission is not something that needs to be conquered, but revealed, step by step. As they go deeper into this connection with the divine, the chosen one understands that raising their frequency is not an end in itself, but a means of being a channel for something greater. He becomes an instrument for spreading peace, compassion, and understanding wherever he goes. This high frequency allows them to better understand experiences, without being bound by the ego, but acting from a pure heart. The chosen one then finds a balance between serving the world and taking care of themselves, feeling part of a greater whole and connected to their own essence. And so this continuous process of elevation and alignment reveals the path. The chosen one, now more serene and aware of their mission, discovers that living in tune with the divine brings deep peace and inner certainty. He knows that this connection will guide him, regardless of the challenges ahead, because he is firmly anchored in something much greater than himself. After the journey of awakening, challenges overcome, and a strengthened connection with the divine, the chosen one begins to feel something different, a deep understanding of the role they are meant to play in the world. The mission is no longer an abstract idea, but a truth that pulses through every action, every word, and every thought. He understands that true fulfillment lies not in accumulating or conquering, but in living intentionally, serving with an open heart and a present soul. The life mission is perceived not as a burden, but as a natural expression of who the chosen one is in their essence. He discovers that the intention behind every gesture is what really matters, and that his purpose is to be a source of light and healing for the world. This service to the world can manifest itself in various ways, whether in their profession, in small acts of kindness, or simply by being a presence of peace. By aligning with this purpose, the chosen one becomes someone who inspires and encourages, because they live by example, showing that a conscious and fulfilling life is possible. Living intentionally also means being present, aware of every moment. For the chosen one, this represents a constant commitment to the now, knowing that it is in the present moment that their mission is fulfilled. They begin to realize that when they act with intention and truth, their impact goes far beyond what they imagine. His actions begin to resonate, like waves of energy that touch those around him. It's a service to the world that doesn't seek recognition or applause, but is guided by the authenticity of someone who has found peace on their path. Over time, the chosen one realizes that this service to the world is actually a service to themselves, because the more they contribute to the upliftment of all, the more they are uplifted. It's a constant exchange, where in giving he also receives a wisdom, a lightness, a connection that grows stronger with each step. The mission becomes a virtuous circle. By inspiring and helping others, he also heals parts of himself, and this individual healing reflects on the collective world. He realizes that his mission is to awaken others to their own journeys, lighting the way for more people to find their purpose. The awareness of the mission unfolds in a deep sense of belonging. The chosen one no longer feels like a stranger, lost or misunderstood, but someone who is part of something much bigger. Their individual journey is part of a great spiritual fabric, where every intentional act, every service to others, helps to weave the energy that connects everyone, With this, he finds a lasting serenity and an understanding that his role is first and foremost to be a channel of love and wisdom in the world. And so, by embracing his mission, the chosen one realizes that the journey never ends. They understand that it is a continuous dance, a flow between serving and being, where each experience takes them to a deeper level of awareness and connection. He lives in the knowledge that, by giving himself over to this purpose, he is always learning, always evolving, always loving. And it is in this surrender that true peace resides. The journey of the chosen ones is, above all, a path of courage, surrender, and constant transformation. Each of us has the opportunity to raise our frequency, embrace our purpose, and serve the world in an authentic way. Remember, the signs are everywhere, waiting to be recognized. Are you ready to hear the call and become a source of light for the world? If this message has resonated in your heart, subscribe to the channel and be part of this journey with us. Leave a like, share it with those who are also searching for something greater, and tell us in the comments how you've noticed the signs in your life. Thank you for being here, for listening, for searching. May your journey always be guided by the light.